Good evening, all. Yes, now it's 9. We are live. Okay, so we're waiting for our students. Fantastic. Today is Saturday and it's the first day of weekend. I guess everyone loves this today and they really want to enjoy this evening. And of course with me, because today I want to share a beautiful session with everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just excited a lot today. I really want to share a very beautiful, important topic, and that is all about Inspite. After all, on the other hand, you will get the great information today, and I really want to tell you, if you can try it, you really get the great kind of communication. Wow, let's begin this day. All right, so shall I start? Join fast. I'm waiting to everyone's. Here we go with that. In this weekend, we learn the different kind of angle of communication that will help us to be like a great communicator. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I can't see to anyone. My dear friends, where are you all? All right, dear friends. Okay, all right. So Priti is there. Fantastic, great. So Srinivas is also there. Thank you so much, Srinivas. You joined on time. Sopan is there. We are ready, ma'am. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Fantastic. So here we go. Good evening to all. It's a great evening today because today is weekend. And in this weekend, I have decided to give you some great information which can help you a lot in your communication, that makes you confident, gives you power to communicate in great way. So good evening to all of you once again. So today, as you already have known, that what I do share, that is Inspite. Although yesterday I said about that what is inside. So today I want to share to you that Insight and Despite are the same. Yesterday I said despite. Today I want to share Inspite. Thank you so much, Anilji. Good evening. Lovely to see you on the screen today. So Inspite and Despite both are same. Then why do I teach you the same thing to again and again? Just because of you have to know what and where you can use this in spite. Either you could say despite or you could say in spite. Both are the same. But the most important thing is we have to know, and also we know the use of in spite. Well, in Hindi we say बावजूद. In Hindi we say बावजूद. In spite of the rain, he went to office today, right? In spite of the sound, noise, I spoke in front of him. So this is all about in spite. Meaning is all about बावजूद. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin this evening. I really want to tell you that you all have to use this word in your sentence, and please do speak. In spite of it, I really want to go to this library. I know it's very difficult to go there. In spite of it, I visited that place. So ladies and gentlemen, Anil ji, Sopan and Srinivas, I really do expect many sentences from your side. In spite. Yesterday I taught despite and today is in spite. I just want to tell you, I'm repeating again and again, the meaning of in spite and despite both are same. Either you can use in spite or you can use despite. It's your choice. But my job is that to teach you both the things together so that you can use anything, or else somebody also uses these things. At least you can understand, okay, we also know about it because Anita ma'am said to us about the in spite and despite. Ladies and gentlemen, I do expect that you all just type in the chat section your sentence of in spite. Waiting for you guys. In spite. Yes, my dear friends. In spite, बावजूद. इसके बावजूद भी मैं वहां गया, उसके बावजूद भी मैंने उससे पूछा, उसने मुझे डांटा, उसके बावजूद भी मैं उससे बात करता रहा. Anything you can use it. In spite of getting bad comments, he kept on speaking. Yes, thank you so much, Sopan. That's the correct way. Anil, in spite of having car, he goes to office by bus. Wow, Anilji. I'm super happy to see your progress. You are genius. You are genius. Srinivas, I'm waiting to you, my dear friend. In spite. This is the word connector. I just want to tell you two sentences. Two sentences are there which can connect to each other by using in spite. I just want to request you, do not miss to write in the chat section what is your sentence. Please do type there, please. Okay, my dear friends, do type more sentences. I really want to see that. In spite. This is the word in spite. I just wanted to know that whether you can type these things or not. Anyone, any other sentences? Any other sentences do you have? Please do type in the chat section. In spite. And in spite of eating a lot of food, I am slim. You are so genius and God blessed you. Yes, it's really great. I really feel jealous because of this reason. I cannot tolerate this kind of the things because, you know, I tried a lot to be like slim, but it becomes so difficult. Although I do not take much food, in spite of it, I am fat. Thank you so much, Anilji. It's a lovely sentence you made it. Very great sentence you gave to me. In spite of having millions of dresses, she does not has any clothes to wear. Fantastic. Wow, Sopan. It's a lovely sentence. I really like your sentence. You are genius. You are genius. Simply. Although Where is Srinivas? Srinivas, I'm also waiting to your sentence. My dear friend, Srinivas, do not stop yourself. Write down. Then only you get the great idea. Okay, fantastic. That's really great. That's really great. Okay, here we go. Okay, now my dear friends, you can see I just have certain sentences which are prepared for you guys. 2 बार खाने के बावजूद भी उसे भूख लगी है. Wow. 2 बार खाने के बावजूद भी उसे भूख लगी है. Who can make this sentence? He went out in spite of rain, in spite of the rain. He went out in spite of the rain. In spite, he no cooking. Fantastic. Fantastic, but you have to make it this, that he doesn't have any idea. In spite of it, he has cooked today. You can speak like this as well. In spite of sick, he went to school. Wow, Vittal. This is called a lovely sentence. Yes, simple and absolutely correct. Very nice, Vittal. Very good. Amazing man you are. Okay, now my dear friends, you can see my screen is there. With 2 बार खाने के बावजूद भी उसे भूख लगी है. My dear friends, I'm just waiting for this. 2 बार खाने के बावजूद भी उसे भूख लगी है. Yes, my dear friends. In spite of having the food twice, he is still starving. Wow. In spite of having the food twice, he is still starving. Wow. Excellent. He went to office in spite of being ill. Wow. Wow. Excellent. It's a correct sentence. Fantastic. 2 बार भूख खाने के बावजूद भी उसे भूख लगी है. Fantastic. Fantastic. My dear friends, type it. Srinivas, I'm waiting to you, dear. I really wanted to know your sentence. Yes, I cannot leave to you until you do not type in the chat section. I'm waiting for you guys. I know that you guys are so expert to write the correct sentence. I always feel that you guys have a great idea. 2 बार खाने के बावजूद भी उसे भूख लगी है. Anyone else can type the same sentence in English? All right. We'll move on to the next one, and this is all about, my dear friends. You can see here, this is something. मैं लिखने के बावजूद भी सब भूल जाता हूँ. Wow, this is called the beautiful sentence. मैं लिखने के बावजूद भी सब भूल जाता हूँ. All right. I just want to tell you that, my dear friends, I do expect correct sentence of this line. मैं लिखने के बावजूद भी सब भूल जाता हूँ. मैं लिखने के बावजूद भी सब भूल जाता हूँ. In spite of having food twice, he's still hungry. Okay, fantastic, Vittal. That's correct. I just want to tell you that on your screen there is another sentence in Hindi. मैं लिखने के बावजूद भी सब भूल जाता हूँ. In spite of writing, I still forget all the things. Wow, excellent. That is called the right sentence. In spite of writing, I still forget all the things. That is the correct sentence. You said it very correct. Let's move on to the next one, my dear friends. See on your screen, I have shared another sentence. वो इंग्लिश सीखने के बावजूद भी बोल नहीं पाता है. Wow, this is called a beautiful sentence. Who will answer this sentence correctly? वो इंग्लिश सीखने के बावजूद भी बोल नहीं पाता है. Okay, Srinivas, I'm waiting your sentence, my dear friend. I'm waiting your sentence, my dear friend. Okay, now my dear friends, even after eating twice, in spite, he is still hungry. Okay, even after eating twice. Okay, even after eating twice, in spite, he is still hungry. Okay, in spite of knowing English, he does not speak. No, Sopan, no. He does not speak, not speaks. In spite of knowing English, he does not speak. That is, Sopan, you have to remember, whenever you are talking about the third singular, you have to remember, once you just mention does not, then do not use again the S or ES after this, right? Yes, Sopan, make it correct. वो इंग्लिश सीखने के बावजूद भी बोल नहीं पाता है. In spite of knowing English, he does not speak. Correct, Sopan. Very good. That's correct. And that's the lovely things that you have changed it as well. That's a great thing that you have changed it again. Fantastic. That's correct. So now anyone else could speak about it. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone? So move on to the next one. तुझे इतना समझाने के बावजूद भी तूने गलती की. Wow, this is called the beautiful sentence. Who will help me to write the correct one? तुझे इतना समझाने के बावजूद भी तूने गलती की. In spite of learned English, he does not speak. In spite of learned English, in spite of doing hard work, he didn't get recognition. Wow. In spite of doing hard work, he doesn't get recognition. Because both the sentence, you have to remember, it could be either in the past tense or in the present tense or in the future tense. But my dear friends, this is called the connector. Initial and the connector with the last sentence should be the similar way. Means the sentence should be same. So in spite of doing hard work, he is not getting the recognition. You can speak it like this. He is not getting the recognition. Vichal, in spite of learned English, he does not speak. Fantastic. That is correct. In spite of learned English, he does not. But मैं जरा देखूं कि क्या वो इंग्लिश सीखने के बावजूद भी नहीं बोल पाता है. Yes. In spite of this, I forget everything in spite after writing. Okay, I forget everything in spite after writing. In spite of making you understand many times, you made the mistake. In spite of making you understand many times, you made the mistake. Correct. Now we'll move on to the next one, my dear friends. Quickly we will go. After all is a very beautiful connector that helps a lot to speak the correct way. Aakhirkar, after all. The rain stopped and the game went ahead after all. Although she does not like to me. After all, I am her friend. So I always stand for him or her. So this is all about the way to speak after all. After all, after all. This is very, very important. The rain stopped and the game went ahead after all. After all, that he is my family. Oh, after all, this is my family. I'm so sorry. After all, this is my family. After all, I love to everyone's, right? So you can make as much as sentences in spite of, know the process, I do mistake. Yes, that's correct. That is correct. In spite, know the process, I do mistake. That's correct. After all is the connector. Please do type in the chat section what is your sentence after all. So now you can see that I have written आखिरकार ये विज्ञान का सवाल है. Anyone can make it this. आखिरकार ये विज्ञान का सवाल है. Who can make it this? Anyone, please do type. They cannot stop whispering. After all, they are ladies. Yes, Sopan, lovely sentence it is. Absolutely correct. Yes. Yes. So, आखिरकार यह विज्ञान का सवाल है. Who can make it this? Anyone, do type in the chat section. After all. After all. Yes, my dear friends, don't stop to yourself to type in the chat section. My dear friends, I do expect a great kind of sentences from your side. So my dear friends, please do type in the chat section. आखिरकार ये विज्ञान का सवाल है. Do it fast because we are about to finish the session at sharp 9:30. So please do it fast. After all. Yes, after all. आखिरकार ये विज्ञान का सवाल है. Okay. I'm expecting to all. Please do type in the chat section. After all. After all this a question of. No, Sopan, actually, after all this is a question of science, right? Okay, after all this is a question of science, right? So you have to make it in this way. This is all about the non-action, and here we can use it that after all this is a question of science. आखिरकार ये विज्ञान का सवाल है, right? Fantastic. So fantastic. You can make it that. In spite of learn English, I am no Neha. After all, it's science question. Okay. आखिरकार ये मेरे करियर का सवाल है. आखिरकार ये मेरे करियर का सवाल है. Anyone can type in the chat section. आखिरकार ये मेरे करियर का सवाल है. Anyone can type. Anyone. Srinivas, you can use after all. After all is very important connector which you can speak anytime. After all, I'm your friend. After all, they are my family members. After all, she is my good friend. After all, He is my boss and I do not want to disrespect him. So you can use it anywhere, anything. And after all, is a beautiful connector. Do type in the chat section quickly. After all, it's a question of science. Wow, this is called the right sentence. After all, it's a question of science. Correct? Very correct. Yes, career. Yeah. Fantastic. We have only 5 minutes and I have many questions to ask you. आखिरकार ये जिंदगी मेरी है. आखिरकार ये जिंदगी मेरी है. Who can type in the chat section? Do it fast. Do it fast. After all, he is your friend. Fantastic. After all, he is your friend. Correct, Mr. Anil ji. Correct. Correct. This is the right sentence. आखिरकार ये जिंदगी मेरी है. All right. Fantastic. I'm expecting the right sentence from everyone. After all, it's related to my career. Fantastic. Good, Vittal. Good. Very good. Lovely. After all, it's my career. We have decided not to go outside after all. Fantastic. After all, this is my life. Wow, great. After all, this is my life. Correct. आखिरकार मुझे अच्छा इंग्लिश स्पीकर बनना है. Anyone can type these things in the chat section. Please do type in the chat section. After all, मुझे अच्छा इंग्लिश स्पीकर बनना है. After all, it is my life. Fantastic. Okay. After all, I want to be a good English speaker. Correct, Sopan? Very correct. After all, I want to be a good speaker, English speaker. Correct. Sopan, love you. Very nice. I'm so proud of you that you made it the right sentence. After all, I want to be a good English speaker. Correct, Neha? Correct, Neha? That's a great inputs you guys have. And you said it all correct. Now move on to the next. On the other hand, my dear friends, wahi dusri aur. On the other hand, so Srinivas said, after all, it happiness in good way. I was eager to join them for the vacation, but on the other hand, my exam dates were getting closer. Now, on other hand, remember one thing, on the other hand, whenever you speak, you have to use the but inside. मैं परेशान हूँ, वहीं दूसरी और उत्साहित भी. On other hand. On other hand. मैं परेशान हूं, वहीं दूसरी और उत्साहित भी on other hand. Anyone can type in the chat section. Anyone can type in the chat section on other hand. Yes, last 2 minutes. Please do share on other hand. On other hand. On other hand. This is what actually I do expect on other hand. After all, it happens in a good way, correct? I am stressed on other. No. I am stressed, but on other hand, I am excited. Yeah, I am stressed, but on other hand, but is very compulsory here. But on other hand, I am excited. After all, I want to be a good speaker. Fantastic. So this is very important. On other hand, my dear friends, again, I will just speak tomorrow the same thing on other hand. Today, I want to stop here. We'll meet tomorrow once again, the same time. Till that time, good night.